fabulous Foodie Phonics friends. If you're feeling a bit cold like me where it's winter, or even if you're feeling warm where you live in summertime, I have got the perfect breakfast recipe for you. Today we're going to make overnight oats. I have the recipe here for you if you want to show mummy or daddy or an adult how to make this delicious, healthy overnight oats. Did you hear the sound that we started when we said overnight oats? That's right, we made the O sound from letter O in the alphabet. Remember, we're practicing the vowel sounds of all the letters of the alphabet. Let's have a look at our alphabet and I'll show you where letter O is. In fact, should we sing the alphabet song together and find letter O? Let's begin. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time won't you sing with me? There's letter O. We have a big letter O for names like Owen or Odette, and we have a small letter O. And when we practice the vowel sound, it sounds just like it is in the alphabet, O. Of course, when there are two O's next to each other like that, it makes an oo sound, like when you ooze glue out of a tube, or when you ooze something else out of a tube like paint, it oozes out. That's the oo sound when two letter O's are next to each other. Okay, but today we're going to make the overnight oats. Did you hear when I said okay? That also starts with a vowel sound of letter O. Shall we begin with our overnight oats recipe? Righto. Put the glue back over there. I'll turn the recipe back facing you so you can see as I go along. Actually, I think the recipe might be in the way for me to work. So I'm just going to move the recipe board to the back and I'll bring it to the front before we say goodbye so that you can call mummy and daddy to copy the recipe for you. Okay, so our recipe says a half a cup of oats. Do you remember before we said that a half a cup is 2 of a full cup? 2 halves make 1 full cup. So we're going to start with half a cup of oats. Here's my oats at the back. Gently sprinkle it in. There we go. Whoops! I sprinkled some on my table. There's my half a cup of oats. That goes into my glass jar with my lid to seal it. You don't need a glass jar if you don't have one. You can use a dish, anything that has a lid on it. Tip the half a cup of oats into my jar. Then my recipe says 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa. Do you remember we said that a tablespoon is bigger than an eating spoon or a dessert spoon? So we need 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa. My cocoa is already measured out in a little sachet. So I'm just going to open my sachet of cocoa and tip it on top of my oats. You could use Milo or any other drinking chocolate that you like if you don't have cocoa at home. There we go, my 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa. Next it says 2 teaspoons of chia seeds. I don't have chia seeds at home, so I'm going to add coconut to my overnight oats because I love coconut. So I'm going to use the smaller spoon, the dessert spoon, of coconut into my jar. Oops, there it is. 1 dessert spoon of coconut into my jar. Yummy. Okay, and then the recipe says to stir the oats, the cocoa and the coconut. So let's give it a stir. You can see they're all separate. There's the oats at the bottom, cocoa in the middle and coconut at the top. Let's give it a stir. There we are. Now the cocoa, the oats and the coconut are all mixed together. Okay, next the recipe says to add a little pinch of salt. Here's my salt. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in my hand so I can show you what a pinch of salt looks like. It's really just a teeny tiny bit. That goes into the oats, coconut and cocoa mixture. And then we're going to add half a cup of yogurt. I have drinking yogurt, so I'm just going to give it a shake. You can listen to the liquid inside. Ready? Did you hear the liquid yogurt shaking? The recipe says half a cup of yogurt. Here's my half a cup. I'm going to pour it in. There we are. Yummy. Pouring yogurt goes into the cup, into the jar, sorry. Beautiful. I'll let that drip. And then it says 1 tablespoon of nut butter or coconut oil. Well, I want to make my overnight oats especially healthy, so I'm going to add coconut oil instead of peanut butter today. Although you know I do love peanut butter. Okay, 1 tablespoon. Remember, the tablespoon is the bigger one. Here's my coconut oil. Hopefully it's soft enough to scoop out a tablespoon. Oh, do you know my tablespoon doesn't fit in the jar. So I'll have to use 2 of the dessert spoons instead of 1 tablespoon. Remember how we said 2 smaller ones, 2 halves equal a whole one? Well, that was quite a big dessert spoon, so maybe just a smaller dessert spoon next. There's my coconut oil. Yummy, this is going to be so tasty and so healthy. And then I'm going to add a half a cup of milk. Usually I would add almond milk because I love the flavor in my oats of almond milk, but I don't have almond milk today. So I'm just going to add half a cup of normal cow's milk. There it is, my half a cup. Oh, I'm just going to swap hands so you can see me pouring it into the jar. There we go, in goes my half a cup of milk. And last of all, it says 2 to 4 teaspoons of chocolate chips. But like I said, I want this overnight oats to be especially healthy, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of sultanas. Right, I'll put that over there. Here are my sultanas. It says 2 to 4 teaspoons, so I'll just measure and see how many fit into my jar without making it too sweet with too many sultanas. Oh, there's like a half a teaspoon of sultanas. Let's see, another half a teaspoon. That means I've got 1 teaspoon in there. There we go. There's a nice full teaspoon of sultanas into my oats. And 1 more. The recipe does say 2 to 4. Yeah, I think that's enough sultanas. And then it says I must seal the jar with the lid and shake it all up. This is the best part. Are you ready? This is going to be so tasty when it's all mixed up. Kind of like cookie dough, isn't it? Look at that. How deliciously chocolatey does that look? Then I have to place it in my fridge overnight because it is overnight oats. And in the morning, I can either eat it cold, straight out of the jar if you're hot where you are, or take the lid off and warm it up in the microwave for a couple of minutes so it's nice and warm if you're feeling cold. Well, I hope you enjoyed our overnight oats recipe today, and I can't wait to hear about all the flavors you added to your overnight oats. Thanks for joining me, boys and girls. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Foodie Phonics. Bye for now.